Ready when you are.
Coach, you talk about Chris Burke, another big clutch game for him, but his home run put you ahead to stay.
Yeah, it really did. His and then Frankie's home run. Before that, every time they caught up, those guys came through. First Frankie and then Chris. So those were big for us tonight.
Why do you think you had 2 home runs tonight? You haven't had a ton of home runs.
We haven't. Yeah, so we hit some balls in Windy City. I thought that would have been out. Wind was blowing, howling in, and just didn't go our way. We've hit some balls hard, and just haven't had home runs to show for it. It was good to have him come through tonight.
Frank seems like he's fitting really well.
Yeah, well, we kind of knew that. We've known him in the league for the last few years, so we knew who he was. And to get a phone call from him last week saying, "Well, I'd really like to play," that's a nice addition. And I thought Jared McDonald tonight hit some balls on the screws as well, and he's going to be a nice piece of our puzzle too.
But for him to come in and just produce right away. Sometimes guys press when they're new, but he's just really done great in the series.
Here's a guy, super vet, in our league. He's been playing 9 years. You don't expect a guy to get off an airplane and say, okay, well, I'll go hit. But it's sort of like McDonald today. He drove 16 hours yesterday, got in at 6:30 this morning, and he wanted to play today. So if those are the swings I get when he's tired, I can't wait to see him when he's had an actual night's sleep before it.
Got some momentum right now. Got a sweep.
Yeah, that's 3 series in a row. You got a sweep, 5 of the last 6, or 6 of the last 7. So that's a little bit of run. You guys know I talk about playing good baseball first, then win series, and when you have opportunities at home, and I feel bad for Mike Schweiss who got hurt tonight. I understand it. It's not good for his elbow. I hate that for Brooks Carey. He's a really good guy, their manager, and. But their guys really buckled down. Their bullpen came through and gave them a chance to win. So, and congratulations tonight to Britt Robertshaw, who came in. We had a very light bullpen tonight, and to ask a young rookie one to come in and now shut the door in a 1-run ball game for 2 innings. That's stepping up in a big way for us.
Got some help with a nice catch too.
Yeah. Oh, I thought Booth made that's a game saver right there. And the toughest part about that play is we're playing a no doubles defense, but the wind kept blowing it further and further away. And for him to make that play kind of over his shoulder like that, he's a real good athlete. That's just an exceptional job.
The way those first 2 series went, all those 1-run losses, and now you got some momentum going. You got to like where you're at right now.
Yeah, I do. I've been saying all along this is a pretty good baseball team. To be honest, we gave up 4 games, 2 in the 8th, 2 in the 9th. Early that, just as easily we could be sitting with 4 more wins right now and be sitting 12-2. So it's a pretty good team, and I think the pieces are starting to come together. They like each other. It's a good clubhouse, good chemistry in there, and that many times we found leads to wins.
Matt had a pretty good strong outing except the one big inning. What did you like about his performance?
Yeah, just all of a sudden the one inning, all of a sudden the ball got up a little bit. He missed location on a couple of pitches, but he settled down, kept us in the ball game, and it was once he came out, he knew where we were. We had a very light bullpen with the long game last night. We blew out Miramontes, we blew out Miller and Brazzi in the last couple of days. So we didn't have a lot of depth down there, and he needed to go deep in the ball game, and to have him go 7 for us was really important.
You having fun back at third base?
Yeah, you know what, I am. I like it over there. It was no slam on Steven while I went out there. I didn't like our at bats, and so all of a sudden I've got a new hitting coach comes in. He's got to handle defensive alignments. He's got to handle coaching third base, and now you got to work with the hitters. And I just felt, as a rookie, him coming in, I had to take one of those off of him. And as you know, I've done third for a long time, so that was pretty natural to go back to it.
Are you having fun though?
Yeah, I love it there. It's it's fun to when guys get there, they're usually pretty happy, and so it's nice to talk to your guys in that environment instead of standing there when it doesn't work out and they have to walk back after they left 2 guys on base. So it's a better environment, certainly.
This is Bill Bonin of People's National Bank and home of the free Miners checking account. How may I help you?
Hey Bill, this is Eric Punk of the Southern Illinois Miners.
Hey Eric, it's great to hear from you.
Do you remember how you were telling me about the great customer service at People's National Bank? And if I ever need anything to just let you know?
Yeah, of course.
Well, how tall are you, Bill?
Why do you ask? I'll be right over.